Okay, I'm here with head coach Drew Richards, Nigel Verdier, Quay Watson, a big 78-54 win against Young Harris to open up Conference Carolinas play. Big second half, coach, that you guys were able to pull away. Your opening thoughts from today's victory?
Yeah, I mean, I thought we were doing some really good things, but I thought early they were more physical than us, and that's never acceptable, especially on our home floor, really anywhere. So I thought they were more physical for about 12 to 14 minutes more than us in the first half. I think the rebound margin at halftime was proof of that. So I wanted to make sure I let them know the consequences of getting out rebounded on our home floor, and they're not good. And so I thought in the second half we responded. We were +9 on the boards in the second half. And I thought we stopped worrying about the stuff we can't control and started doing the stuff we can control, like defense, like rebounding. And then it just naturally led to some offensive plays, and I was really proud of how we moved the ball. They mixed up defenses. They really packed it in the paint. They 3-2, 1-3-1, 2-3. They threw every zone out there, but I thought our guys handled those different zones with poise, and I thought we were able to create some good shots for our teammates.
The second half as a whole was dominant, but you came out with a big run. How big was that in the course of the game to build that lead out from 6 to double digits pretty quick?
I mean, it's important because Young Harris doesn't play with the greatest pace. So if it's a close game, they're going to slow it down a little bit. So I knew that if we could push the lead out, it's going to be hard for them to come back because they play a slower brand of basketball and kind of feed the post with big Cleveland in there. So the second half I thought was way more like, we try to accomplish these 3 goals every game. And I thought in the second half, if you just look at that as a box score, we were 3 for 3 in that second half. And I thought that's how we play Braves basketball. So once again, we're striving to be more consistent. I thought we went from 30 minutes to like 35 minutes today. I'm hoping one of these days maybe we'll get to 40 minutes of Braves basketball. But, I mean, today was a step in the right direction.
Quay, a career high for you. What went well for you out there?
My shots wasn't falling the first couple games, so really I just stayed in the gym and kept shooting, and then eventually they started falling.
Yeah, there was a stretch. The team was 12-3, and you were 9 points out of that. They're about midway second half. Take me through that stretch of the game.
Honestly, it was because of my defense. When my defense is going, everything else starts to fall in place.
That's a beautiful thing. So I'll remember that.
Coach, what do you see from him tonight?
I mean, he's 100% right. Like, Quay, I think, sells himself short sometimes. Like, Quay's a really good basketball player, and he's actually a really good defender. Like, he can light up the ball better than anybody else we have. And so you could almost see the engagement from Quay mentally in some games when he's lighting up the ball and makes them uncomfortable. Like, it adds a whole nother area to our defense that we haven't had before. And I think it makes him play better on the offensive end. So these last 2 games, he's really taken steps defensively. Not 100%, error-free, but has taken steps in the right direction. And I think it's opened up a lot more offensive opportunities for him because he's not worried about offense. He's worried about defense, and then it just comes naturally. And our guys want to get him the ball. I mean, he's a phenomenal shooter, scorer. I mean, he scored over big guys in there tonight,
Coach Jacob Husson, Robinson. Just wanted to get your thoughts on Nigel getting back to the swing of things and how you felt he did tonight.
I mean, I don't want to get into the story of the journey of Nigel Verdier, but I mean, I've seen this kid play since he was starting point guard at Independence High School before COVID. I mean, so I'm a little partial to him just because him and I have been through a lot together over these years, and to get him back out there, I mean, it's I don't want to get emotional, but I'm really proud of him. He worked really, really hard. He worked as hard as anybody in his rehab to get the opportunity to play a senior year. And I mean, without a shadow of a doubt, he could have went out there and sucked tonight, and I still would have been unbelievably proud of him and how much he deserves to have this opportunity to have a great senior year.
Yeah, Nigel, for you, getting back out there after more than a full season away. How did that feel just to get back out there and then to be able to contribute the way you did?
It felt good just to be out there with my team again. I just give the glory to God. Just stayed with it, kept grinding, and kept trusting the process, honestly, and it just feels good to be back.
He's not in here, but Jonathan Curtis, I personally thought he had a very good night against Carl Cleveland. Was one of their best players. What do you like out of him, especially on the defensive side of the ball?
Yeah, I mean, I told the locker room, I thought overall, collectively, that was one of our better team efforts. I mean, even like Dallas Whitney, and when he was in there, I know he's in foul trouble, but Dallas Whitney and Jonathan Curtis and Taj, those guys all came off the bench and contributed against a really good player. And Kurt was guarding Cleveland as well as anybody, you know, and and Kurt has had some good string of games here, start of his senior year. So I hope we can continue that momentum, because when we are able to utilize our depth in those ways, and everyone that comes off our bench contribute, whether it is offensive, whether it's defensively, or rebounding, wherever the case may be, it makes us that much better of a team. So I was proud of Kurt. I was proud of Dallas. I was proud of Melo, Quay. Like, those guys that came off our bench really made a huge difference in the game tonight.
And then Barton on Tuesday.
Yeah, I mean, they're a really good team. We know, I mean, last year here, it was a neck-and-neck game until the very end. So it's going to be, it always is a battle with Barton. They're a real scrappy group since I've been in the league, since we've been in the league. So it's going to be another game we've got to be ready and focused for, because we've got to defend our home court against a really good Bulldogs team.
Okie dokie, thank you.
Thank you.